Hello people, we'll be simulating a vapor compression refrigeration cycle for the component propane using Aspen Plus. Uh, this cycle will be running between the temperatures 50 degrees Celsius for the condenser and 10 degrees Celsius for the evaporator. This is the flow sheet window and these are the components. Now what we'll be doing is go to the data browser and then go to the components. We'll be using propane for this cycle, so we delete the existing N2, O2 as well as helium and we add propane. Now we go to the streams because we need to give inputs for the streams. So as the evaporator acts at temperature T1 T equals to 10 degrees Celsius, we put temperature 10 degrees Celsius as well as the vapor fraction to be 1. The mass can be anything, but the mass fraction has to be 1 because we'll be using the total amount of propane. Now what we do is we go to the blocks. Yeah. So since we don't know the pressure corresponding to the temperature T equals to 50 degrees Celsius, what we do is we give a random pressure for 17 bar and we give the isentropic efficiencies as 1 as well as the mechanical efficiencies to be 1. Now we go to the condenser. In the condenser we assume a pressure drop to be 0, so we give 0 here, as well as the vapor fraction at the end of the condenser is supposed to be 0, and hence these are the specifications. And now we go to the evaporator. The evaporator again the pressure drop is 0 and the vapor fraction here is supposed to be 1. This can be easily inferred from the TS diagram. And the throttle, again we don't know the pressure corresponding to temperature T equals to 10 degrees Celsius for propane, so what we do is we give some random pressure. As we already have seen in the flow sheet window, uh, phi and 1 are supposed to be having the same properties because they have been physically toned. This can be matched by using design specifications. So what we do is again we go to the data browser and flow sheeting options, and in this we use the design spec. Okay, I've used two design specifications, so we'll see what each of them are. Okay, in the first design specification, since we don't know the pressure corresponding to the temperature T equals to 50 degrees Celsius for the for the condenser, what we do is we define the temperature T3 as the stream variable, and then we use the specifications to be equals to 50 degrees Celsius with a tolerance of 0.01 degrees Celsius. What we have to do is to vary the compressor outlet pressure from 10 bar to 20 bar using a step size equals to 0.01 bar. Okay, so this is the first design specifications. At the end of the design specification, what we get is the temperature of the stream 3 to be equals to 50 degrees Celsius. Okay, now this design specification, what it does is it equates the temperature at T of stream 5 and temperature at stream 1 to be equal. Temperature at stream 1 is equal to 10 degrees Celsius, and hence what we do is we give the T5 also equals to 10 degrees Celsius with a tolerance of 0.01 degrees Celsius. What we need to do is to vary the throttle's outlet pressure, yeah, from 1 bar to 15 bar. The step size is not mentioned here, it's up to your discretion to use them. Now what we will be doing now is to simulate. Now all the inputs have been completed, hence we'll simulate the model and we'll see the results. So yeah, the simulation has converged with no errors as can be seen here. Now we'll go to the results. Yeah, so we'll check the results of the streams. As can be seen, the temperature at stream 1 and temperature at stream 5 are equal, as well as all the other properties are also equal. So the design specification 2 has worked, as well as the temperature at stream 3 is 50 degrees Celsius. This is exactly what we wanted, and yeah, I think the simulation has converged and it's giving us proper results. So we can see the work output of the or power of the compressor in the cycle. So the indicated horsepower is something like these many watts, and as you can see the isentropic outlet temperature is 53.89, as well as the outlet temperature is also 53.89. This is because we have assumed an efficiency of 1. So okay, these results can be uh, can be viewed in your leisure time, and you can make more and more sense of these results. So this is the end of the simulation. Thank you.